A note on positive psychology and adventure. Is adventure good for positivity, for happiness? I don't know. Do you? We're about to find out. I'm trying to explore the subject. In fact, I was saying in previous notes, part of the reason I'm trying to do this is to try and see if I can understand better an issue, a problem, an adversity that is facing me most of the time, because in practice, this is the one I can study. And the truth in the time of Socrates would come out from a dialogue, from a dialectical approach. Socrates would say, I think this, what you're saying is wrong, maybe this is the way. And from opposing views, you would get eventually, inshallah, closer to the truth. Since I don't have anyone willing to engage with me on subjects. Well, from tomorrow this will change. I'm going back to the club downtown again, inshallah. I mean, I don't know if they prolong my subscription. It was for a while. I don't know if they want me anymore there. It's puzzling. I mean, they said yes at the beginning of August, but then at the end of of the month of August, they still said, "Oh yeah, we're on top of it. We'll work this out," which they did 30 days earlier. And so, what if they didn't do it yet again? Anyway, let's wait and see tomorrow. Maybe I'll just have a day waiting on a couch for things to be solved or not. And with that, more engagement there, discussions, conversations. That's one reason, if not the main reason, I'm going there. Socializing is an important aspect in positive psychology and for the brain in general. Martin Seligman, I think, it's in positive psychology for sure. I'm not 100% sure it was Martin Seligman who mentioned this idea that the brain may be, the human brain may be as big as it is, comparing with the animals, with the body and so on. Not so much in terms of developing tools as it was first considered. I mean, primates, monkeys, and to in order to get food and make the tools necessary, the idea was that the brain developed more. There's another idea, theory. I'm not sure if it's confirmed already, that the size might be accounted for by social challenges. It is such a big challenge to deal with what tomorrow Vasile would say, and then not be able not to cause an outrage in Mihai or Razvan or whatever. So that's a challenge for the brain, and I think it needs this engagement more maybe than engaging with a potential fictional um, interlocutor who would send me feedback on this or other notes, which is part of the point. I mean, I'm thinking maybe eventually, inshallah, somebody will react. Well, come to think of it, somebody important did react. Two. One is Roland Butler, because I made a few videos on his short stories, and amazingly, like magic, I mean, that was a miracle, really. He reacted and said, yes, you read what I've said, you got a point. I mean, you understood something. And that's wonderful. We became friends on Facebook. That's an exercise in itself in happiness, because reminiscing about this creates, Ulaanbaatar creates at regular intervals, every 2 months I think I remember about this, and that's generating endorphins in my brain, remembering that uh, zenith climax. Uh, and then on a Goodreads note on a Canadian film, the author gave it a like to the review. True, that was more in terms of the fact that first of all, I might have been the one to include the script in there with other entries on Goodreads, and I was one of the few to note and favorably on the film. But that was nice. Now, in terms of adventure, why did I say adventure? I said it because we went to Adventure Park yesterday, but maybe I will continue on the subject tomorrow, since I just gave it the name, but I didn't even talk about adventure tomorrow, maybe.